Right now at 10, finding Smokey John's smoker, how you can help restore the famed restaurant's longtime grill.
Ukraine will win this war anyway, because this is the people's war for their land.
And Ukrainian leaders stay confident while Russian attacks on their country continue. That's all coming up tonight at 10. Well, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We're going to get to all of our top stories in just a moment, but we've had some severe weather moving through our area all afternoon and into tonight. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulti has been very busy, and he's got your certified most accurate forecast.
Well, we've been very fortunate, Brad. Most of the strongest of these storms have stayed to our south and west into parts of Illinois and Iowa. On high-resolution Doppler radar, you can see this line of storms now moving through the eastern portion of Dane County and away from us. In fact, those storms should be in the Waukesha area by about 11 p.m., so they're clipping along. There could be some strong wind gusts to maybe 50 miles per hour moving through Jefferson and maybe eastern portions of Rock County, but that should probably be it for the severe weather. Just lighter rain and occasional flashes of lightning through much of Dane County, and west of Dane County, the rain is coming to an end. Severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 2 a.m. for Dane County and areas to the south. This will be canceled as that line of storms moves on through. There also is a wind advisory in effect until 9 a.m. for much of south central Wisconsin and until 6 a.m. for areas west of Lone Rock. Already seeing some strong wind gusts in the 40 to 50 mile per hour range, mainly with that line of storms, but we'll see those winds pick up later on tonight as a cold front moves through. Temperatures are still in the 60s down towards Janesville, lower 50s here in Madison, but to the north and west are already in the 30s by La Crosse, and we have an alert day in the forecast, not for the severe weather tonight, but for snow for Sunday night into Monday morning. It could accumulate 1 to 4 inches. So look for temperatures to drop into the middle 30s by tomorrow morning. It'll stay windy overnight. Tomorrow the winds will die down during the day, but it'll stay mainly cloudy with a high temperature of 41 degrees. Later on, I'll take a look at the timing of that snow for Sunday night into Monday.
All right, thanks so much, Gary. And here's some new video tonight. This comes from I-69 in Iowa, showing a reported tornado. This is a part of a strong system that was pounding parts of the Midwest today. And we're beginning to get an idea of the kind of impact that this storm has had. Look at this shed that completely collapsed. Officials are already reporting that 2 people were killed after this storm moved through near Des Moines. And make sure you're getting all of our severe weather warnings on our First Warn Forecast weather app. It's free and available in the App Store. New tonight at 10, an award-winning barbecue restaurant in Madison is finding a way to move forward after the death of its owner last week. For decades, Smokey John's has been known for some of the best ribs in town, and it's a title that they dearly want to hold on to for another generation. But as Tahalil Mahadin explains, a missing grill is not making life easier.
Brad, those who knew John Olson well describe him as a man with passion and vision, whose hard work paid off. But even more than his dedication to his business, it's his care for others they'll remember most.
There's too many awards. We can't put them all out.
Smokey John's employees say their founder's story is written on the dining room walls, his food, and in their hearts.
I love him, and I still continue to love him.
Baton Coffee started working for John Olson when she was just 14 years old.
He's changed my life and many others in hundreds of ways, and I'm forever grateful for everything.
The news of his death is something she's struggling with.
It hits hard. It's very hard.
And what makes it more difficult for Coffee to cope? Learning one of Olson's most prized possessions was stolen.
The day of his services that the grill was missing.
An expensive piece of equipment, yes. But Chuck Lala, one of John's oldest friends, says the custom grill is more importantly a part of restaurant history.
To see that someone would disrespect him that way really bothers you. It's just a sad thing more than anything.
A legacy Olson worked hard to build for decades.
He paid attention to every bit of detail. He has his own rub. He has his own sauce. He only gets certain really good ribs.
And though his friends and family are disheartened by the theft, they're choosing to focus on the kind of man Olson was.
This is a guy who actually co-signed leases with some of his employees. No employer does it.
And the people he helped along the way.
The people that were kind of rough around the edges, he helped smoothie out, and he took in people that didn't really always have a chance.
John's friends say they're hoping whoever took the grill brings it back, but they also say law enforcement is involved in the search.
All right, thanks so much, Tahalil. Next tonight, people around the world are continuing to stand with those in Ukraine and people trying to get out of the country. We saw dozens of protests across the U.S. again today, including one in Times Square in New York City.
Russia is using everything that is possible to destroy Ukrainian people. This is a genocide. This is not a war anymore. This is a genocide.
We're expecting another rally supporting the people of Ukraine tomorrow at the state capitol. That's set to start at 11 o'clock. Meanwhile, an attempted ceasefire designed to safely allow Ukrainians to leave the country is failing. Officials say that Russia has continued to shell the country. CBS News' Michael George has more.
Russian President Vladimir Putin warned Ukraine Saturday that its statehood is in jeopardy if it continues to battle his invading troops. Ukraine officials say Russia violated a promised ceasefire in the port city of Mariupol with artillery fire and airstrikes. Close to 1.5 million Ukrainians have fled the country as the war escalates in its second week. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken visited a refugee reception center in Poland before briefly crossing the border into Ukraine.
As to the pressure on Russia, not only is it unprecedented, not only is it producing very, very concrete results in Russia, but that pressure, too, will not only continue, it will grow until this war of choice is brought to an end.
Ukraine's state emergency service distributed video it says shows a Russian military plane that was shot down. Ukraine's foreign minister urged Western allies to provide more air defense systems, including Stinger surface-to-air missiles.
We effectively use them, and just today we shot down 3 Russian attack aircrafts which were bombing our cities. If we lose the skies, there will be much more blood on the ground.
On a Zoom call with nearly 300 members of Congress, Ukraine's president pleaded for military planes and support, and again urged a no-fly zone over Ukraine. The Russian president said any country declaring one would be considered participants in a military conflict. Michael George, CBS News.
More developments tonight out of Eastern Europe. One of the best women's basketball players in the world was reportedly arrested in Russia on drug charges. This is new security video released by Russian officials. That's Brittany Griner having her bag searched last month as she goes through airport security. Griner was playing for the WNBA's Phoenix Mercury. She spends the offseason playing professionally in Russia. U.S. officials say they are aware of what's happening and ready to take action. As war ravages Ukraine, one of Madison's own is in the region covering the story. This week, we got a chance to sit down with a former Cap Times reporter, now with the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Caitlin Farrell is in Poland near the border. She's covering the stories of refugees leaving Ukraine and the Polish people that are helping them out.
So all the major trains and people trying to evacuate are coming out of Lviv in the western part of Ukraine, and so the train station here in Poland is really busy. And there's rooms and several rooms set up full of cots and blankets and people serving hot food. And so we spent a lot of time at that train station. Then we went to another border crossing called Medica, and that also has been really busy.
Naomi Coles will have her full conversation with Caitlin about what she's experiencing. That's coming up tomorrow morning on For the Record. An update tonight, a deadly bombing in Pakistan. At least 63 people were killed and more than 200 hurt when a mosque was bombed. ISIS is claiming responsibility for the Afghan suicide bomber. The mosque was one of the oldest in Pakistan, dating back nearly 7 decades. Next tonight at 10, this is a look from a DOT camera this morning of the Wisconsin Freedom Convoy passing through Madison. The truckers are using the rolling rally to speak out against government control, including COVID mask and vaccine mandates. State Patrol says it worked with local law enforcement agencies to monitor this convoy as they moved throughout the state. Convoys across the country are planning to meet next week in Washington, D.C. Hundreds of trucks and RVs are almost there, and this is video today from a town in Maryland. D.C. officials say they're prepared for the protesting, and they won't let it paralyze the city like we saw last month in Canada's capital of Ottawa. Firefighters in Florida are continuing to fight a massive wildfire. This is happening in Bay County, which is about 100 miles west of Tallahassee. As of this morning, the fire was bigger than 1,400 acres and only 39% contained. About 600 homes have been evacuated. At least 2 of those homes were completely destroyed.
We really pray for the individuals that are still evacuated from their homes. We know that that's a tremendous inconvenience, but in talking with our fire personnel, we just cannot risk right now letting people back into these areas because we don't need to get complacent.
Right now, there are more than 140 active wildfires burning about 4,700 acres across Florida. More local news now. One person was arrested after they knocked down a power pole today on Highway 51. You'll see the pole is right there on the bottom right part of your screen. The driver's car was later towed away. They were taken to the hospital but are expected to be okay. Now, it took MG&E almost the entire afternoon to repair the line. A Walworth County Sheriff's deputy accused of sexual assault and stalking is resigning. Prosecutors charged Deputy Gerardo Baca with 19 felony-related sexual assaults of half a dozen victims. Many of them were co-workers over the last decade. Baca is being held at Waukesha County Jail, and his bail is being set at $500,000. Coming up at 10, Gary's got another look at your first warn forecast. Plus, on your mark, get set, go. The Iditarod makes a long-awaited return to Alaska. We're going to take you there right after this break.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I am so looking forward to this.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Any first item removed? Just $89.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford Explorer, America's best-selling SUV, with available seating for up to 7 passengers, and available terrain management system. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Explorer. Drive one today. Order your Explorer during Auto Show to lock in this special Flex Buy offer. Plus, get an extra $1,000 retail order bonus.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
These squirrels are better at saving than we are. And more organized, too.
Try embracing your inner squirrel. When you open a BMO Harris Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward every month you save.
That sounds great.
You can also set up savings goals and easily track your progress.
That could help us redo the yard.
You could really go nuts. I'll show myself out.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
We're here at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Tom, people are loving this place.
They sure are, Jerry. Let's go see who Tina's chatting with now.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we have some beautiful ladies joining us. What are you up to tonight, girls?
Girls' night.
We're getting some drinks.
I want to win that car.
Sounds great. Are you feeling lucky? What's your favorite slot machine? Oh, to you guys.
Looks like those ladies are on a mission.
Oh, it's about to go down.
Gaming Madison. Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I am so looking forward to this.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Any first item removed? Just $89.
Sunday morning, we'll have the latest updates on the conflict between Ukraine and Russia.
And after a stormy day on Saturday, we're looking for changes coming into our Sunday. We'll have your forecast from 6:30 to 8 tomorrow morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Okay, some maybe, possibly, hopefully potential good news for Brewers fans. CBS Sports is reporting that MLB and MLBPA are going to meet tomorrow. It's going to be the first meeting since Commissioner Rob Manfred canceled the first week of regular season games on Tuesday. The Players Union is expected to submit a new proposal, but the players are not expected to attend this meeting. Next tonight at 10, through rain and shine, Hop Garden Brewing and Tap Room was the place to be today. The business brought together a large crowd of friends and families for the brat toss, keg throw, stein carry, and soup eating contest, supplying fun, games, and an opportunity to support the local community members. The Winter Games had tons to offer to those who gave it a visit today.
I love somebody cheering on for somebody tossing a keg. I mean, that's just silly stuff that we don't get to do in our daily lives. and that's what it's all about today.
That looked like a good toss, too. Proceeds from today's event are going to go to Paul's Party, which is a nonprofit that honors the life of Paul Natsky. Money is going to go towards buying recreational equipment for children who need these accommodations. Help is needed tomorrow afternoon at Olbrich Park. For the past 2 months, there's been a large labyrinth that's set up at the park using about 250 recycled Christmas trees. The project was supported by the City of Madison's Arts Commission. Cleanup tomorrow is going to take place from noon until 3 o'clock. And next tonight, fans, dogs, and mushers are back in Anchorage, Alaska for the Iditarod's ceremonial start. After being canceled last year due to the pandemic, everyone was ready for what they call the world's last great race.
The signs are clear. The Iditarod ceremonial start gets ready for downtown Anchorage. What's missing is snow. But Race Marshal Mark Nordman is not worried.
We're not racing. We're just kind of celebrating the culture and the Iditarod and all our fans in Anchorage.
The ceremonial start returns for the first time in 2 years. Nordman calls it a bit of a challenge.
You know, when you skip a year, in some ways we felt like we were starting over.
While downtown Anchorage lacks snow, the same cannot be said for the official trail.
Just got out of one heck of a blizzard up in the Alaska Range. Finger Lake beyond there, they got another foot plus of snow.
So if you'd like to sign.
Shoppers fill the Iditarod store at the Lakefront Hotel. They look to own a piece of the race.
The penultimate race for sled dogs. The stars are all in it, so it's a great time in Anchorage.
Some seek more than souvenirs. Ellen Weiser hopes to get some advice.
I have my own dog team, and so, you know, seeing the big boys run is just inspiring to me.
Weiser will be among those along 4th Avenue who will also witness history. The ceremonial start to the 50th anniversary of the world's last great race.
Lodi woman in Anchorage is in Anchorage this week for the race. Featured Deb Glenn last month. She participated in the Iditarod in 2009 and now is writing a script for an animated children's movie about her experience. You can find her entire story right now on our website, channel3000.com. Is that a bucket list item for you, Gary?
Actually, I'll be in Alaska in August, so and we usually see where the Iditarod starts, and there's a museum for the sled dogs there. But tonight, it's severe weather. We're getting a taste of spring, at least an early taste. Line of strong thunderstorms from around Watertown to Jefferson, and then to just south of Janesville, the storm line racing east at about 50 miles per hour. There could be some wind gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour along that line of storms, but so far we have not had any severe weather reports over the last hour or so. These storms will already be in the Waukesha area by about 11 o'clock, and that should pretty much end the severe weather threat across southern Wisconsin. Nothing to the west. Showers still in the Madison area with an occasional flash of lightning, but farther out to the west, the rain has ended. Now, these are the severe weather reports, and you can see just how fortunate we were. Severe weather all the way up to about the Mississippi River, and then it kind of stopped once the storms got into southern Wisconsin because this area was just a little bit cooler here. Also, some severe weather now occurring through parts of northern Illinois with that line of storms, the southern end of it, producing winds to 60 to 70 miles per hour. But look at the tornado reports across central Iowa and south central Iowa, around Des Moines. Some of these reports pretty significant, with major damage being reported around Garden Grove in the Des Moines area. It looks like a nasty night there, and like we reported earlier, at least 2 fatalities from the tornadoes already. But that line of storms now heading off to the east, the northern part of the storm, snow and even some freezing rain. The tornado watch has been canceled, but a severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until 2 a.m. for Dane County and areas to the south. But up to the north, look at this. Ice storm warnings and winter storm warnings still in effect for parts of northern Wisconsin. We have an alert day in the forecast for tomorrow night into Monday, not for severe weather, but for the potential for winter weather. Occasional light snow over about a 12-hour period, probably looking at about 1 to 4 inches of accumulation by noon on Monday. And you can see this on Future Track. Here's our line of storms. Watch how quickly it races off to the east. But so by 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, those storms are already in Canada. To the north, still some light snow in northern parts of the state, but just cloudy skies and windy conditions tomorrow. Wind should die down during the day, and then that snow comes in from the southwest and arrives on Sunday night. So severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 2 a.m. for Dane County and areas to the south. Look for a low of 34 as the storms come to an end. Tomorrow, a cloudy, windy day, high temperature at 41, but it should be dry. Future Track, the storm's moving out. Quiet weather overnight, although the winds will remain strong. Cloudy skies tomorrow, and then the snow arrives tomorrow night and moves through on Monday morning. By the time that all ends, probably looking at about 1 to 4 inches of accumulation with the heaviest amounts down toward the Illinois state line. Areas north and west of the Dells seeing very little in the way of accumulations. Temperatures back in the 40s for Tuesday and Wednesday. Another system for Thursday and Friday brings the potential for some snow accumulations, maybe mixed with a little rain during the afternoon on Thursday. But Thursday night into early Friday morning could see a couple of inches of accumulation. That'll be followed by cold weather for the end of the week and then warming up for the start of the following week.
Gary, I thought you put it perfectly. It was a battle of two seasons that we were watching.
Right, and we're going to go from spring to winter in about 36 hours.
Shoot. I thought we were done with the winter. But
No, we got a ways to go.
Never. Thanks, Gary. Well, things are actually heating up on the ice. The Badgers are hoping to earn a spot in the final face-off championship. Jordan's going to have all the highlights coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hey, lady, when is the baby coming?
Very, very soon.
Dad, what about yours?
You're gonna... Yeah, okay, well...
He should have used his power to serve Wisconsin. Instead, Ron Johnson served himself. An investigation found that Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. After the loophole became law, Ron Johnson cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since taking office. Look up the facts and tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
There are door dings aplenty, runaway carts that are empty, teenagers learning how to drive. So in life, throws you uh-ohs. Just say, better get Mako.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Wow.
Perfect.
I think red is more me. Giddy up.
Right now, you can get 2.49% APR for 60 months on Toyota's most popular 2022 models, including Corolla, Camry, Tundra, RAV4, or Highlander.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Pick and Save, every free pickup order is picked fresh and packed with care, or we'll make it right. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Quick severe weather update. A severe thunderstorm warning now in effect until 11 p.m. for eastern Jefferson and far southeastern Dodge counties. Line of severe thunderstorms just passing Jefferson has winds to 60 miles per hour. Those storms should be out of Jefferson County probably within about the next 15 to 20 minutes, but a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-an-hour winds eastern Jefferson and southeastern Dodge County.
Wisconsin is no stranger to the final face-off. It's the Badgers' 12th straight appearance, and of the last 7 WCHA titles, 5 of them have gone to UW. But if they want another, they would need to top Ohio State. These teams met for the regular season finale just a couple weeks ago, where the Buckeyes actually completed the sweep. Now, scoreless after 1, then Sophie Shirley, she gets things going. Early second, she beats the defender for goal number 1. But the Buckeyes respond not once, but twice. They have back-to-back goals, and that 1-goal lead holds all the way through till the the end. Ohio State wins 2-1. They are going to face Minnesota tomorrow in the championship game. Puck drops at 1. Badger men's hockey coming off a 3-1 upset over Notre Dame in the Big Ten tournament opener. So all they need is just another one to advance to the next round. Down by 2 in the second, Roman Ashawn takes advantage of that power play, and he cuts the lead in half. The Badgers really attacking on these power plays tonight, these power play opportunities. And then in the third, Carson Bantle with the equalizer. The Fighting Irish, though, they level up the series with a 3-2 win tonight. Now it's winner take all tomorrow at 5. It's been almost 15 years since the Edgewood boys hockey team competed in the state championships. And with what the Crusaders are doing this season, it's no surprise that they're back and competing for the program's first title. Edgewood enters the Division I state final on an 18-game win streak, taking on the defending champs Hudson. Well, Hudson's up 1-0 in the second. Coming off the faceoff, Parker Murn fires from the blue line and lights the lamp. He ties things up at 1. Well, then later in the period, now it's tied at 2. Hudson's Matthew Maurer finds success in the slot, buries the go-ahead. The Raiders go on and win 6-2 and are back-to-back state champs. Sectional finals for high school girls hoops winners. They head to state. Out in Oregon, it's a battle between Reedsburg and Union Grove. Beavers continue to assert their dominance. Macy Weeman finds her twin sister Mara behind the arc. Nothing but net triple gives Reedsburg a 17-point lead. All gas, no breaks for the squad. Reedsburg keeps their undefeated streak alive, winning 63-45. The Beavers advance to state for the second straight season. And out in DeForest for Division IV, Mineral Point going up against New Glarus. The Pointers, they dominated in the first half, but here come the Knights. Lindsay Shadowat stops and pops to cap off an 11-0 run. But Mallory Lindsay, she would not be denied. She relocates. She'll hit the corner 3 to put MP up by 19. The Pointers are heading back to the state tourney to try and cap off their perfect season with some new hardware. The tournament begins next week. Just one more home game for a trio of Badgers, but Sunday's matchup with Nebraska also presents a huge opportunity for the men's basketball team. Win, and they outright claim the Big Ten title. Lose, and they could potentially split it with Illinois. Well, the last time Wisconsin solely claimed the regular season title, that was back in 2015. But after clinching a share of it earlier in the week, the Badgers, they have no intentions of sharing it with anyone else.
My goal coming here was to compete for Big Ten championships and to make NCAA tournament runs and to absolutely enjoy the heck out of my college experience. And, you know, we've done that so far, but also I believe that the best is yet to come for this team. Sharing's like a really good value that everyone should do, but when it comes to Big Ten titles and in sports, no, we don't have time for that. So we're locked in and we're excited for another opportunity.
Senior Day festivities kick off at 12:30. Tip-off is set for 1. We're going to be out there covering all of it, so be sure to tune in tomorrow night. We'll be right back.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection serves all of Dane County and the surrounding communities. And with our new location in Monroe, we also proudly serve all of Greene County.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford Explorer, America's best-selling SUV, with available seating for up to 7 passengers. An available terrain management system. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Explorer. Drive one today. Order your Explorer during Auto Show to lock in this special Flex Buy offer. Plus, get an extra $1,000 retail order bonus.
Instead of being impartial, media outlets have become advocates for the Democrat Party. They got Joe Biden, who campaigned from his basement, elected president. Now they're covering up the disasters his policies created by attacking and censoring anyone who exposes the failures. But they can't hide inflation, higher gas prices, and rising crime from the people devastated by them. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message. I will continue to ask questions and uncover the truth.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Come experience
Experience Floor & Decor's grand opening in Monona. With our unmatched selection of tile, wood, stone, laminate, vinyl, and more, all at everyday low prices, at Floor & Decor, you'll discover the perfect products for shopping on trend and on budget, all in one stop. Plus, our helpful associates make realizing your vision easy from start to finish, so your upgrade has never been more you. Discover your new Floor & Decor, now open in Monona, or visit us online at flooranddecor.com.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
How a call for action helped a financial scam victim Sunday at 10.
Gary, a final update?
Yeah, I got a new severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Rock County. The first one, warning in effect until 11 p.m. for the eastern portions of Jefferson County. It looks like it may have it's just about out of Jefferson County. The other part of this line of storms moving through far southeastern Rock County, severe thunderstorm warning till 11:15, but it'll almost certainly be canceled before then as the storms move into Walworth County. And to the west, there's not much going on. So good news there. Severe thunderstorm watch until 2 a.m. That'll almost certainly be canceled within the next hour or so. But wind advisories in effect overnight into early tomorrow morning. We're seeing some wind gusts with a line of storms of 40 to 50 miles per hour, but additional strong winds will move in later on. Temperatures right now lower 50s here, but already down to around 40 in La Crosse. Look for temperatures to drop into the mid-30s overnight as the rain comes to an end. Dry day tomorrow with a high of 41, but an alert day already for Sunday night into Monday morning for accumulating snow. Another system about Thursday and Friday with the possibility for accumulating snow. Winter's not over yet.
Not yet. Gary, thank you so much. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night, everyone.